On this occasion marks the beginning of your opportunity for participating through fellowship, friendship, and the activities of our club on behalf of your community. Through your personal services as an optimist, you will have the opportunity to help repay in various ways the debt we all owe our community for the privilege of enjoying its many benefits. You will learn the Optimist Creed and its significance, a genuine challenge to the life of all men and women, and you'll be inspired by our slogan, "We are a friend of youth." In all these, we seek to make our mark on life, progress, and welfare of our communities, our nation, and our people by your attendance at meetings and active participation in your club's activities. You will be rewarded with a fuller life and self-satisfaction that comes to each of us as we are served our community and its youth. We ask, as we admit you to the fellowship optimism, if you too will join our friendship, our fellowship in an effort to strive toward these objectives. If you do, please answer, "I do." Okay. And then and you can go ahead. Your name. Okay. Do hereby pledge that I will do my best at all times to live by the spirit of the Optimist Creed, and I will also give of my time and talents and journal and to support the activities of my club, my district, and the Optimist International. And I have here, you will receive a letter from the international president, Tom Kindo. He sent that out. With this packet, you have the Optimist Creed, the purpose of our club, and your certificate, the date that you became a member, and also your PN, Optimist International. Yeah, this one's yours. Thank you. And thank you for joining us. Yes. Oh.
Yeah, just stand next to Anna. Stand next to Anna.
Oh.
There we go. Whoa. Okay, so let's see here. Let's you all in there. Smiling. By the way, members, these two new members have already sold all 10 of their tickets to the breakfast. Right over to you. Thank you.
Thank you. And now can we have Ayden come up? You want this over here?
I have some information to share first.
Okay. No, one over here.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. Okay, so we'll hold on to the picture.
Yeah.
This is Ayden Martin. And Ayden is a senior at Junction City High School. He's also a Junction City High School Junior Optimist International member for that. He's on the swim team. Yep. Has been on the football team in the past and wrestled some. Okay. Active in school, wants to go into finance at K-State next year after he graduates. And we're going to let him tell a little bit more about himself in just a minute. The teacher that nominated him is Miss Emerine. And she says, Ayden is a great student leader. He thinks of others and works to leave everyone he crosses with a smile. He works hard and is very ethical. He will definitely improve any situation he crosses, and he will also brighten anyone who comes across. So those are her comments. We congratulate you. We have news for you, but we want to hear about you a little bit too.
All right, so I do plan on going to K-State next year for finance. I've been taking college classes for, I think, the last 2 years. So I will be graduating with close to 30 college credit hours. So I will be attending K-State as a sophomore. And kind of what Miss Amrine was talking about, giving back and being a leader. So I am a marketing ambassador for the school. So I did intern for marketing there. And I got to make a lot of connections with K-State through just like marketing. And we did have a lot of eighth graders and fifth graders come to our school. And so I got to show them how, marketing may not be like easy to understand, but I try to do my best to make it sound interesting, make kids sort of interested in that topic. But yeah, I have been part of the football program for the last 4 years. This just year, we beat Manhattan, so we got the silver trophy. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, we won Centennial League. I was a selected Centennial League tight end, and touching on swimming this year. So my sophomore year, I wrestled for a little bit, but I had strained both my hamstrings, so that season ended kind of early. And then my junior year, I had fractured a disc in my lower back from football, so unfortunately wasn't able to wrestle that year. But my senior year, I was kind of iffy about going to wrestling, and if I'm going to do something, I want to be all in. And so my one of my old football coaches, who happens to be the head coach for swim, said, I hear you're having iffiness about wrestling. He's like, just come try out at swim. I was like, this sounds pretty hard, but first day I was cramping up in my legs real bad, throwing up after practice. I was like, I can't do this. And then him and Coach S, they just said, come back. And so I came, and then one day turned into two, and then turned into a full season. And I did end up varsitying. I did letter for swim as a first year, which is pretty rare. Yeah.
So, mom and sister are here. Mom is Micah, and you want to go up and tell us a little bit about raising this young man? Micah, you want to go with mom? Or Amelia? Want to go with mom?
So he honestly has been probably the easiest kid to raise. You think of you coach your child for like good kids. That was Ayden growing up. Never had to get on to him. Never had to try to tell him not to do something. He was always on the right path of doing things. He always knew right. There's think you're a good parent, and then the second kid comes along and you question everything. Wonder if you actually work, but Ayden's always had such a good head on his shoulders and making good decisions, and I'm just so proud of who he is and just where he's gone in life so far, and just anxious to see where he continues to go.
Good. All right. Thank you. Very good. Good things for you. We'll get a picture here after you do the presentation.
Ayden has a certificate from our club, and then here is a gift. They got 25 for dinner or whatever at JC Barbecue Bar.
All right. You get a picture?
Yes.
Yeah, you do, and yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
All righty, here we go. Eliana, smile for us, okay? It's going to go all over the world. And more, whoops. More. Got it. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you.
And that brings us now to our speaker this morning. Daryl, would you like to introduce us?
I will. Donna has been here before. This is Donna Price with Dorothy Bramlage Public Library. Has been in your new position for how long?
Since November.
Since November, yeah. With the retirement of a long time seasoned lawyer who had worked there for many, many years at Dorothy Bramlage. So Donna, we're glad to have you back. She's going to tell us a little bit about her background and tell us about summer reading. We're going to make a donation to summer reading.
Yay, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. So I'm Donna Porter. I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee. I came to Kansas via the military, like most people. My husband is retired Air Force, and once he retired, we thought, where do we go now? Because it's really hard to find a home whenever the military has told you everywhere that you need to go. So we moved here because his family was here. Um, my educational background, when my husband was active duty, his job was pretty unpredictable. So I found myself staying home with the kids. I can fully relate to the second child that Micah mentioned. For me, it was child number 3. But I raised kids for many, many years. Started working part-time in elementary school when the kids were all in elementary school. Started going to school at that time. Finished my bachelor's in English while they were still in school. Moved on to my master's in English whenever we transitioned to Kansas. Started working part-time at the library. I was a circulation clerk, so I was the one that you saw when you walked in the door. I did that for about a year before I moved into the head of that department. And I did that for several years before our assistant director, Cheryl Jorgensen, retired in 2019. At that time, I thought, you know what, I really love this library gig. Let me go to school for it. So I went back to school, University of Missouri, and got my degree in library science. And then when Susan announced her retirement after 33 years with the library, I applied for her job and was offered that position. And I started in October, so we had a little bit of transition there. I absolutely love my job. My staff is phenomenal. I get to do all the boring stuff, the reports and everything. They get to go out into the community and just do great things. I am one of 19 at the library. We have an amazing children's department. Not only do they have programs inside of the library that they do, STEM, homeschool group, crafty corner. We have teenagers that are crocheting for the first time at the library, which is phenomenal. But they also go out into the community and they reach about 500 kids a month through their daycare and their school programs. This week, we're hosting our spring break week. So we have everything from Flint Hills Discovery Center. We had a magician yesterday come in. So they're just doing great things. One thing I like to do when I started in November, the library is a tax supported entity. So I think it's really important for people to understand where their tax dollars are going. So we did start putting out just little infographics about what we're doing in the library and what impact we're making. So this one was for February. We still do a lot of that traditional library service. So we still are checking out books. We checked out almost 4,000 last month. Digitally, about 3,000. So we're still doing that traditional library service. But more so now, we've become community connectors. We connect people with services and organizations that they need. Some of us, myself included, take for granted that we have technology at our fingertips. So I can pull out my phone and I can use that to, to complete an application, to reach out to an organization. But not a lot of people have that in our community. So what we have been is we have been a connector. We get you to the person that you need. So when the patron called the other day because she had cracked her dentures and wasn't sure what to do, we were able to connect her. When a retired civil servant came in because he needed his W-2 that usually he gets in the mail, and this year he didn't get it in the mail, we were able to connect him with the appropriate person to be able to get that. So that's what we are, is we are a connector, we are a community hub. Some of the things the department has done is, you've probably seen this around town. This is our community information directory. The reference staff works on this for about a year at a time. We publish it once a year. This is over 300 organizations and businesses in the community. This year, not only on paper, we've launched a website called KnowJC, KNOWJC.org. That takes all of this on a digital format. It makes it searchable. We also have, and this is from requests of patrons, we get lots of questions about food resources and where to go. Some people are struggling daily. Some people just hit a hard time and they need that connection to food resource. So we have a guide for that. We have guides for recycling. We have guides for legal resources. We have volunteer guides, Wi-Fi guides. And our kids department just put together a homeschool guide. We've seen a big increase in homeschool families. So we put together a guide for educational and free opportunities for our homeschool families. This year, we're also launching our first ever joint Touch a Truck. This year, it's our 20th anniversary of Touch a Truck. And that's an opportunity for kids and families to come down see that fire truck, see that police car. We have military vehicles, helicopters, you name it. So this year we are launching a joint effort between the library and 12th Street Community Center. And that's just to make the event bigger and better for our community. And that's on April the 25th. I hear Willie the Wildcat's going to be there, which is really fun. We also have hot dogs and cotton candy and snow cones and you name it. So even if you are a kid or a kid at heart and you want to come and play on a fire truck, definitely come down and join us. Our big bread and butter, of course, as Mr. Miller mentioned, Dr. Miller, is summer reading. And our summer reading kicks off on May the 2nd. The theme this year is Unearth a Story, so it's dinosaur themed. On that day, we see about 400 people. And we have bouncy castles. The police department is there grilling hot dogs for us. Parents as teachers is there running activities. And we just get kids signed up for summer reading. We have an average of about 500 people in our community that participate in summer reading throughout the summer. We put hands in the books of children. That's one of their prizes. We also go out into the community and do giveaways and things like that to promote our summer reading. So if you walk in the library and you see someone in a dinosaur costume, it's just us promoting our summer reading program. We have tons of activities planned this summer just in relation to that dinosaur program. We're really excited about that. On top of that, of course, we have tons of programs throughout the year. This week we have our adult story time, which has been really popular. We partnered with High Wind to host an adult story time. We have, poetry and pizza that's been new for us this semester. And we also have launched a poetry program inside of the detention center. So we go once a week to the detention center and lead a poetry program, which has been really impactful for us. I can talk all day about what the staff does because they are just phenomenal and incredible. But I'd like to see if anyone has any questions about the library.
Too quick.
Sure.
What is adult story time and can a person like myself, because I used to be a police officer, and all that a long time ago, and I used to come and read to the kids and stuff like that. Can now I'm retired now. Can I still do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Just reach out to us and then we can get you scheduled. We just did a month of community helper story time. So we had the assistant chief of the police department come in yesterday and read a story. We had Chief Blankus from the fire department. He came in and read a story. The kids got to experience the ambulance. We had a farmer come in and read a story. So we love community members to come in and participate in our story time programs.
So I just go around the library?
Yep, or give me a call. I'm there every day. And we'll get you connected with the department. And
I love to read.
Yeah, absolutely. And they enjoy it. Our story time with our phenomenal children's staff, I can talk so highly of them because they are just amazing. Their background is amazing. They have a lot of early childhood experience and they're just phenomenal. But their story time has increased. So what started in 2022 when most of that department started was about 20 kids in the room. Now we're up to at least 50 kids in that room. Not including their parents and their guardians that come with them. So that story time is increased. We had a room full of kids yesterday for our police story time. So yeah, we love community helpers that come in and join us. Adult story time is a new one. So that one we partnered with High Wind. So on the third Thursday of the month, we invite you to come down, enjoy your dinner and your drink, and then we read you a book that's a little naughty. Mostly funny, but definitely a little naughty. So it's for 18 and older. We've been doing it just a semester and it's been one of our most popular adult programs.
And when is it?
The third Thursday. So this Thursday at 6:00. Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Sure.
How do you get your books and do we can donate books to library?
Yes, so we always accept book donations.
Okay.
When book donations come in, we decide if we're going to put them in the collection.
I have too many books I need to give away.
Yeah, give us a call. You can walk in with your bag of books, but if you have a large donation, just give us a call.
Okay.
Yeah, always.
Good.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
What's your staff like? What kind of staff do we?
I'm one of 19. Yep, we have a children's department, so we have a head of that department and her staff. We have an adult reference department. I have a circulation department. I have one cataloger, and she processes the new material that comes in. I have one IT specialist, an administrative assistant, and then a custodian. Mhm.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you wouldn't know it when you walked in the building. We're kind of all tucked in there. If you ever want a tour of the library, definitely give us a call. I can show you all the behind the scenes. We want community members in there to kind of see what we're doing. So definitely come in. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I know the campaign for the new library is,
Mhm.
where do we stand with that?
Yeah, great question.
Fundraising-wise?
So my predecessor, Susan Moyer, did a lot of work on the building project. I think for the past at least 10 years, she worked on the building project. What I have done is take a step back from that because I need to build that foundation first. We did not have a strategic plan or a focus for the new project. So we're starting from scratch. So we're building that foundation, we're building that strategic plan now, and then we're going to move forward. We do have some small scale fundraisers in-house that we're working on. One is a library calendar. We thought if the firemen can do it, so can we. So we're working on a library calendar. We're working on a t-shirt shop so patrons can have funny library related t-shirts. Actually, your daughter Olivia is the one that created all of our t-shirt designs, so we're really excited about that. So we're working on some small scale in the building fundraisers.
On things like that, are you partnering with the district at all, or, they have a full store up there at the high school where they're printing shirts?
Not yet.
That'd be
A great
Screening.
partnership.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now we're working with Honor Screen Printing, just to open that first t-shirt shop. So first time we've ever done anything like this. So we're gonna launch that pretty soon. I can tell you the last plans that my predecessor had was for a renovation of our current space. That was gonna be about 15 million total. We had it broken down into phases. So that first phase was our children's department, which was 3.2 million. Right now in the bank, I have half of that. So we have a long ways to go for a renovation project. What we really need is a brand new building. But of course, that comes with more money.
Something I was going to bring up, you guys have done such a wonderful job digitizing all the newspapers
Yes.
and making a tremendous resource that's referenced by quite a few people, it seems like. And there's some other things in town. I was speaking with Ellie Bill, and I sit on the Opera House board. So the Little Theater's been around for 75 years and surviving 2 fires. They have records from every show that they've ever done, pictures and articles and programs and all that. Do you guys plan on continuing digitizing archives, and how do we make that connection? That there's so many community members that have passed through that. That would kind of be a neat thing to have as a resource, kind of like we used to have. What's the process for that?
We are still digitizing records as we get them. So the Junction City Union went through a little bit of a transition. So our newspapers ended in the middle of 2025 on that digital site. So if you're not familiar, we have a community history archive on our website that has newspapers, yearbooks from both Junction City High School and St. Xavier. And you can access that anywhere in the world without a library card. And it is really popular. We had close to 10,000 visitors last month just on our community history archive. What we do, we used to partner with the Oklahoma Department of Correction, and they would do a lot of our yearbook digitization. But after COVID, they ceased that program. So we go through a party called Advantage Archives. We submit our yearbooks to them. We submit digital formats of the newspaper to them, and they upload it onto our website for us. So we're the hosts for it, but they do all the legwork for it. But it has been phenomenal. We've had people all across the world call us. One story that sticks out for me with the archive is I had a gentleman reach out. He was born at Fort Riley. He was close to 60 at the time now, but he was born at Fort Riley. He lost his mom in a fire at Fort Riley, and then he was adopted out after that. And he was trying to find out where his mom was buried. So we were able to go through our archives, find the newspaper articles, and connect him with his mother's grave. And he made a trip here to Junction City not too long ago to be able to see that. So we connect people all around the world with their family history. Sometimes it's sport-related information that they want. They were in a car accident, in 1970, and they want access to that information. So we connect into those newspaper articles. So the archive is huge.
Yeah. Those of you who have resource just for entertainment alone.
Yes, very much. Yeah, back in the day, everything was in the newspaper. So if you visited your neighbor and brought a pie, it's probably in the newspaper.
Think about the technology assistance that you provide to people, all kinds of ways to use technology.
We do a few computer classes in-house. So we have one called Gadgets and Gizmos. That is a drop-in computer class that our IT specialist hosts. He also goes to the senior center once a month just to do drop-in computer technology help. We assist with everything from how to get a book on your phone, your Kindle, to how to download information on your computer, and everything in between. So if you come in with a computer question, odds are, if it's not a member of our frontline staff that can answer it, our IT specialist can definitely answer it. And that's downloading shipping labels is what we get a lot of, where people need to mail a package back somewhere, but you have to have a shipping label. We help with passport applications, getting those downloaded. If you go to the post office to do your passport, they're going to send you to me to get the application first. So we work really closely with a lot of community partners around town. The post office is one of them. DCF is another. If you go there, they're going to send you to me to get all the documents that you need. But yeah, any kind of phone help, computer help, tablet help, anything with a cord, we definitely try to connect you with the resource that you need.
We have personal experience trying to put together.
Yes, yes.
The last 3 years, I believe. I have never used the publisher.
Uh-huh.
And your IT person came, she was wonderful. She showed me how to get into the system and what can be done. And I was able to put everything together. And then when I'm getting ready to send it to our printers, she helped me put it so it's printed back to back and all this. I just found out last August when I finished our book for the Retired Teachers Association that the publisher will no longer exist after August. And I don't know what to tell our new secretary, what she's going to be doing, because that's our membership is up to 90 in that club, and there's a lot of information in it.
Yeah.
And it takes me 2 to 3 weeks to get everything typed in there and trying to put together. But your IT person really helped me. The end project was wonderful.
Well, give us a call. There's another program that we could use outside of Publisher.
I'll let
That
the
we
new
can-
secretary know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are
Absolutely.
you talking about Microsoft Publisher?
Yes,
Oh, that's not going.
it will be deleted. I got it when I was working on that last directory. It popped up as saying August of 2026, it will no longer exist, the publisher, because there were other programs out there to be used, but I didn't know there were other programs. Publisher is the only one I've used for 4 years. So
It's funny, this past year, they did away with the paper owner's manuals. And you talk about the switch that is for people. And there's a lot of us that are tactile.
yeah, once we learn it,
The directory for the retired educators.
and I only use it like once a year.
Right. And so now it's a PDF on your phone that you can't misplace and you can search. But that is a hard transition.
It is.
And so far I've had like 8 people this year putting up $60 to get an owner's manual from the factory. It's a lot less paper. It's a lot less, but it is a switch in your head. It's hard to.
Well, and that's if you have access to the internet on your phone to be able to access that.
Exactly.
One of our biggest circulating items right now are hotspots.
Yeah.
We had 10 hotspots. I have a waiting list for those hotspots. Those are small devices that you take home and you can access the internet at home. They have been just flying off the shelves to the point I just added 10 more yesterday to alleviate some of that waiting list.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Let's do the presentation of the picture.
Yes. Wait, good stuff. Just do that right now real quick.
Who needs tickets? Who needs tickets?